everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to make something that's on my blog. So it's the baked bean shakshuka. So I've got a flat white pot. I prefer to use flat white pots when I'm doing shakshuka, just so that everything gets evenly spread around and everybody gets a fair share of everything. So I'm using gas, so we're using an Alba gas cooker, and I've got a non-stick pot here. This is just a pot that I picked up in Turkey, no name brand, found it on the side of the street. Quite a really good quality pot. I was going to use my cast iron, but I realized it was too big. So yeah, okay, pot and some olive oil going in now. Just want quite a bit of olive oil because you want your onions to sweat nicely. Okay, then I'm going to add a green chili, but I'm going to slit it because I want a little bit flavor in there. And a few curry leaves for the aromatics. Right, then we're going to do some spices, obviously. So I'm using cumin, so whole cumin, about a teaspoon. My spoon measures are not 1 teaspoon, so if it looks like I'm adding more, it's just because of that. So 1 teaspoon of cumin going in there. Then we're just going to give it a mix about. So I noticed that before I used to cook on a ceramic top stove, glass one, and it used to take very long for things to heat up and go about. Now that I'm using gas, life is so much more simpler. So if my things go a bit faster than yours and you don't have a gas stove, just give it a little bit more time. Right, so now I'm going to add my onion. So I've just diced up the onion quite roughly, keeping it rustic here. And just wanna toss that around. So this recipe actually came about when we went camping a few years ago, and for some reason I always end up on food duty. So I decided that the best thing to do, instead of me spending my entire day making eggs and bologna for people, I just make a shakshuka. Instead of making all the sides, just fry the baked beans in there, and yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna cover this now, and I'm just gonna let it sweat so it becomes a bit soft. And after this, we'll add our spices with the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm just gonna peep in on my onions and see that they're doing what they're meant to. Okay, there we go. Got some color in it. And now I'm gonna add in my tomatoes. So I've kept the tomatoes quite chunky, as you can see. That's because I want a chunky sauce. I don't want it too smooth like a curry. So that's going to go in. So that's 2 tomatoes. So this is basically serving 4 people. So it's 1 onion, 2 tomatoes. Throw that in there. Give it a twirl. Now I'm going to add some spices to this. So let's do that. We've got the chili powder. So a teaspoon. You can add more if you want it spicier. Go ahead, be my guest. Some salt. Gonna season the eggs from the top as well. Then teaspoon of crushed cumin. Teaspoon of crushed coriander. I don't know why people sprinkle lactose in adding spices. I mean, you could just dunk it directly in the middle, but anyway. 1/4 or 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. That's a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Alright. Get that all in there. Let that cook. So you could add peppers into this if you want. Maybe we'll just add some now as well, just to give it a little bit more of a flavor dimension. And I do have peppers. If you don't have peppers, you don't have to use them. Okay, so I just added in 1 small capsicum to this. Give it a mix around, covering this and letting it cook nicely. Okay, so just gonna give this a bit of a mix. There we go. As you can see, everything's starting to break down, so I'm gonna just help it along, give it mushy. So ideally, if you're gonna add the peppers in, do it when you add the onions because they take a bit longer. But because we're improvising, I add it after. But it will cook down eventually. This is what real cooking is about, guys. It's no hard and fast rule. Just helping my chutney along. Sorry for that horrendous clanking sound. Okay. So this needs about 2 to 3 more minutes just for those peppers to get nice and soft in there. And a few more tomatoes need breaking down. And then we're going to add our baked beans. So just hanging there for a few minutes. Let me just give this a check. Looks like things are happening. There we go. So now that this is nice and thick, peppers are softish, I'm going to go ahead and add my baked beans to this. I'm going to mix that in. So we're going to give the baked beans some time to basically cook in, not bake, Liana, to cook in with the peppers and the onions and tomatoes. So it basically like marinates into that sauce. So you have like one uniform flavor going on. So just a few more minutes, cover it, let it do its thing. We're going to add the eggs after that. Okay, so now this should be ready. Just gonna yum yum.
I'm hungry.
I know you're hungry. It's okay. She's part of the videos now too. Give that a mix around. Alright, so the sauce is ready. Now we're gonna make wells and we're gonna add our eggs to it. So hopefully this goes well. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. And 5. Voila. That went better than I expected. Then just gonna give it a splash of water so it can produce steam to cook the eggs. Now this is very crucial. As soon as your eggs are the way you want it, please serve it, because the pot retains heat and they're gonna overcook, and fussy people are not gonna like that. Just cover this. I'm gonna give it about, I'll say, 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes for a runny yolk. And let's just wait. Okay, so this should be done. It's been about 1.5 minutes. So as you can see, the whites have cooked nicely. My yolks are still runny, so I want to keep them like that. And I'm just gonna start garnishing because they do need like a few more seconds. So I'm gonna crumble over some feta. And then some of that fresh dhania that I showed you how to clean this week, because that's what I'm here for, community service. And we're going to season it with salt and pepper. Fresh black pepper. You can turn your stove off actually. This is usually my panic mode, this point of the shakshuka, because it's like life or death. It's either you make it or you break it in terms of the eggs. Okay, now that's done. So ready to serve. I will just put this whole pot on the table, some toast on the side, and orange juice and tea, and happy brunch everybody. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you. Like and subscribe.